Hello, and welcome to another episode of Shrinking Zaldor. This episode is 12 weeks post-op for Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2018. And little stats about me. I had vertical gastric bypass sleeve surgery back on November 21st, 2017. And at the time, 2 weeks before that, when I had the pre-op screening, I was heaviest weight of 442. Surgery weight, I was 420 pounds. Current weight, as of this morning, Valentine's Day morning, was 363 pounds. Again, like I said, I'm 12 weeks post-op as of today, and Valentine's Day, and I was recently in a 1 week stall for the last week or so. I was at 365, and that's probably another reason why I didn't want to do my episode last week, because I was frustrated and was in a stall, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. Want to give a shout out to Melanie for the comment on the last post. Really appreciate her comments on that. Thank you very much. It's good to see you watching the videos. Keep on watching. I appreciate your encouragement. As of 12 weeks, like I said, I'm pretty much have no restrictions on food right now, except for I can't have red meat, can't have corn, can't have popcorn, can't have nuts. What else can I have? I got it all down here on my little cheat sheet. Yeah, that's pretty much no seeds. And yeah, that's it. I have to wait for 6 weeks, 6 months for all that stuff. So I still got a few more months for that. But that's okay. Pretty much just eating whatever I want, and just in small doses, which is fine with me. Today, actually, I made something that I've been meaning to make for a while. It's the thing called ricotta bake, and the ricotta bake is something that everybody raves about for when you're in the post-op. Couple weeks after, during the pureed food stage or the soft food stage. It's basically ricotta cheese with mozzarella and marinara, and you bake it. Well, I tried to make it in the Instant Pot today. It didn't turn out bad. It's not as baked probably as if I put it in the oven, but it still turned out pretty good as far as I'm concerned. I got plenty left, so I'll probably have some for tomorrow for lunch, and I'm sure somebody will eat it from the house when they get home here today, so that's okay. I highly recommend it if you're in post-op in the pureed food stage or the pureed or soft foods. I think you can do pureed foods. It's soft enough to do pureed foods, so definitely pureed foods. I meant to have a long time ago, but I just didn't get a chance to, and it's a matter of just baking and all that stuff. So it's okay. It's worth it. It's definitely worth it. It tastes almost like a lasagna with cheese, lots of cheese. Not sure what you can say with the content of all the cheese and all that, what it makes up as, but it was really good, and I definitely will highly recommend it to everybody who is in those stages. One thing that I did do that probably helped me break my stall that I was in, like I said, I was in a stall for about a week, at 365 pounds. I finally got up and said, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to start walking. So I got on the treadmill for about 15 minutes or so and did the treadmill. And I'm actually, after I get this video edited and uploaded, I'm going to go do another 15 minutes or more on the treadmill. It's kind of funny when I go to the treadmill, I listen to music in my ears, of course, which is a lot easier. And then I got my dog barking at me going, why are you not, walking outside? And at the time it was very snowy outside, so that's why I was not doing it outside. So, and thankfully he's calmed down, so he's not going to be in this video, I don't think. Hopefully, cross my fingers. That's really about it that's going on. I'm looking forward to it getting warmer here in Michigan. We had a horrible snow last weekend, where we got about a foot of snow probably, if you want to add it all up. And I tried shoveling some of it. It wasn't very fun. Thankfully, we hired somebody to do the snow removal, and did a great job. That's about it. I apologize for all the ums and the ahs in this video. I'm just trying to make it real for you. And again, I welcome anybody who wants to leave comments, questions. I'll be answering them in the video, answer them in the comments. If you have something that you want to say. Shoot, I keep saying It's not supposed to be doing that. Yeah. So that is what 20 weeks post-op is. 20 weeks. No, I said 12. 12 weeks. Kind of looking forward to the next 12 weeks. My doctor's appointment is coming up in about 3 weeks. I think it's at 16 weeks. And I have to get blood work done in the next couple weeks. On March 8th is my doctor's appointment, which is the day after. So I think it's 3 weeks from tomorrow. And I need to get blood work done. I got to find out where I got to get my blood work, because that's technically my 3-month post-op appointment, and I need to get on the ball, which is another reason why I need to kick it in gear with more working out and more exercising, walking, that kind of stuff. So I need to do more of that, and that's what I've been slacking at. As you know from listening to the last couple episodes, that's what I've been slacking at. I don't do the walking. That's my problem. I still drink a little bit of water. I drink a little bit more water than I probably should be. Not as much as I have been, and I do indulge in a little bit of alcohol. More particularly like a weekend ago, I got went a little bit too much. Not too much, but I had a little bit too much that I shouldn't have had. My in-laws relatives came in from town and they brought Yingling beer, which is a love Yingling beer. So I missed that, and I had a couple sips of that. I know I shouldn't have, but it wasn't like I had a whole beer. It was just maybe about this much of it. So it didn't kill me at all. I'm not going to use that as a thing to say that, you know, I'm going to keep doing it. In fact, there was a website that I was directed to today from one of the Facebook groups I'm in that kind of talked about these little restrictions or things like that. And I'll put a link to it on the below in the YouTube video below. I'll put a link to it. But it basically was saying that let's see if I can find it real quick. Basically was saying that this is a tool. It's kind of what it's saying. Not exactly those words, but it's kind of what it's saying. This is a tool, and you shouldn't treat it as a cure-all. And it started off with, this is not what you want to hear, but this is, you know, the truth. And that the surgery pretty much takes away the first. The surgery is designed to take away the first 100 pounds. 100 pounds. After that, it's pretty much on your own. And kind of talks about, well, the first thing says, don't eat that bread. That latte has 45 grams of sugar. No macaroni salad. You don't need to crunch. No tortillas, no rice. Drop the crackers. You don't need real sugar in your coffee. Don't drink with your meals. Those are kind of things that, you know, it says don't expect change without making one. And that's kind of hit hard. And a couple of other headlines were saying it won't last without change, which is true. If you don't change, this will never last. You'll go back to where you were. Like I said, the first 100 pounds is the surgery. So the surgery was created or was there to take the first 100 pounds off. After that point, you're pretty much on your own kind of situation. No one fights for broccoli, carbs, the vegetables and stuff. Like, nobody says, hey, I'm a vegetarian, I'm overweight kind of situation. Yeah, I'm sure there are overweight vegetarians, but if you just ate salads and that kind of stuff, you wouldn't get as overweight as before. So like I said, I'll link to this. It's on a website called bariatriceating.com, and I'll link to this on the link below on the comments in the YouTube description. I thought it was a pretty good article that I got directed to from, I think it was a monthly, the group that I'm in for November, October 2017, people who all were in that time frame, they get together and to talk about, you know, those people who had surgery around the same time. And I'm in that group within Facebook. Yeah, so there's another thing that's kind of like, look, it's protein cheesecake. And it says, don't add protein to muffins and convince yourself they're good for you, which is very funny because I hear a lot of people, and I'm not criticizing anybody for doing this, I hear a lot of people saying they're going to add protein to their coffee because it'll make it better, which it's great. I mean, that's a good way of making it better in terms of you can get your protein in, but there's still the caffeine there. And that's one thing I said today when we were talking about something at work. One of my coworkers mentioned about caffeine. And I said, I haven't had any caffeine. Oh, that's what it was. They were talking about how caffeine supposedly makes you have a memory. You have better memory if you have caffeine. And I said, that's got to be a false question. And it was true. You actually does help the memory. So look it up. I'll be able to do search. I'll be able to put that below as well. Some kind of proof that does. But anyways, I said, well, I haven't had caffeine since November. And that's what kind of hard to believe that, geez, November 9th was my last caffeine, or just before that. And I don't miss it. Just like I don't miss pop. I don't miss any kind of pop or sugary or pop or carbonate drinks. I haven't ate that stuff at all since November, with the exception of the beer. And that's okay. I'm quite all right with that. So that's all I have to say, guys. Thank you guys for watching, as always. I really appreciate you guys checking out the videos, and tell your friends, anybody else that you know that may be interested in learning about, from a guy's point of view, of bariatric surgery and the weight loss surgery through the vertical gastric bypass sleeve or vertical sleeve gastrectomy. I said it right this time. And please, you know, put your comments and questions down below in YouTube, and I'll answer them. Or drop me a line at shrinking.zaldor@gmail.com, or follow me on Instagram as well, shrinkingzaldor. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next week, week 12. No, week 13. This is week 10. 12. 10, 12. See ya.